Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Komorebi. Last Let's Play, we went to our counselor again, who told us, I think a theory, but he told us the origin of the name Komorebi, which was, like, people voted on it, I guess. And then we took gummies, which I'm not exactly sure what they are. I'm not sure if it's like weed or like HTC or whatever it's called. And then played Dungeons and Dragons, more or less. And was talking about how, Zeros came to the city and they're kind of starving. And gonna see how the dynamic between Argus and Cypher is gonna work out. Anyways, next.
Experience pivotal fragment. Crossing the threshold.
Oh, are we gonna kiss boys? Why limit yourself to one instrument when you can conduct in an orchestra? Okay, so this is like 2 days behind the previous one. It's a really weird way to do a game. I enter the triple R, and I'm immediately waved over by my friends. Our usual table, at least when we're planning our group outings. Except this time, something is new. Chiron is sitting with them. That's a really good sign. He got in without any issues. Suddenly, a wave of relief washes over me, like a tidal wave. It's weird that he can come here but not the house. Weird how successful doing the wrong thing could put me at ease. But I guess that's how things are when the lines are blurred. Okay, let me just... Sorry. I have to do some saving of stuff. Because that's, like, one thing's kind of... Oh, right. One thing's definitely a grammatical error. That's just no es bueno. Yep. It's like, what's that word? Should not? That shouldn't be an issue with Chiron living in the city like this. With the protests approaching their climax, ooh woo, I hoped for equality.
Hey, Delta! We were just about to get started. Arriving fashionably late as always.
Also, it's kind of weird how in these games the days seem to be quick.
Yeah, I'd definitely say fashionable. Sick outfit, Delta. You're killing it.
Like 2 weeks? What am I just said? I thank him and smile. I do always try to look my best, because I want to be the best boy kisser. It was a special occasion too, after all.
I'm not so up to date on fashion and stuff, but I do think you look nice, if that means anything.
I think you look great. I'm kind of jealous. I mean, I do like the jacket, especially the collar, but don't be hard on yourself. That outfit is pretty hot. Thanks, you're definitely not up to date. Yeah, you're definitely not up to date. Oof. Thanks, Chiron. You look good too.
Yeah, I guess it does make me look good, but trust me, I look even better without it.
It do be like that.
Take note, Taylor. That's how you flirt.
Oh, come on. That was so basic.
Look over at Isaac, and he simply smirks.
Glad to see you all getting along so well. I'm guessing you're less worried now that we're here?
Something like that, yeah. Until he walked through that door, it was all theory. Not that I didn't trust you, but seeing it certainly helps.
Seeing is believing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to talk about a couple of things while we were here. I have an interview with Argus on Friday before the bar.
We know.
I'm telling Chiron. He's not in the group chat, remember?
Hey, can I join that, by the way?
Let's see how things go at the Wayfarer first. I'm a bit more worried when it comes to our chat room. They could monitor that, but not our real-life conversations.
Okay.
Argus better not be monitoring our group chat.
My butthole's all over it.
Yeah, don't want them to see your poor taste in memes.
They're pretty good, actually. Always manage to make me laugh.
Hope things go well then. I want to see all the fun you have.
It's mostly just a place for them to bicker. But entertainment is entertainment after all.
Anyway, you were saying about this interview?
Right. Well, it's at their HQ. They kinda want me to move up the corporate ladder. When I'm there, I'll have access to some of their computers. I figured I'd take a deeper look into what's going on. You know, if there's any heat or suspicion on our group. At work, I can look pretty high up, but my sight is limited.
Well, we're sitting here right now. I figured if we failed, Argus would be here already. Do you really need to risk snooping around like that?
Not really, but I was doing it for everyone else. I'm certain that we're safe, but they were all paranoid.
Well, paranoia is the fear of something irrational. With everything going on, I think it's fair to be scared. Coming here helped, but I wouldn't mind a bit more safety.
That's why I figured I'd do it during my interview. Then I can let you all know before we hit up the Wayfarer. If it's not looking good, then we can stop this altogether.
I think that might be another typo. I mean, yeah, the game's out and not in development anymore, but I think they could just, boop some things.
I have a question, Isaac.
Sure, what's up?
Is all of this related to,
Boy kissing?
Huh?
that thing we talked about a few years ago? Back when I made you that promise?
Isaac looks surprised, like he's completely forgot.
Oh, yeah! It's exactly like that. Honestly, I completely forgot.
Anyone want to fill me in here? Back when we first became friends, we were really close. Isaac told me that one day he'd ask me for a promise, and even if my gut said no, I had to play along.
Kissing boys?
That's kind of sketchy. He could get you to do anything he wants.
He does that all the time anyway, but he has yet to cash in on the promise.
Until now?
Until now.
I'm extremely confused, emphasis on extremely. But if my best friend asked me for a promise, I'd probably help them. I'm not a fan of using them as currency, and cashing in on them, though.
That's not so different from the colonies. We can give and take a lot more than money. I've traded a few promises in my day.
Really? That sounds stressful.
Is it like an open promise, or just like, hey, that I'll, give you food at some point? I don't know.
Not really. It's just something we're all used to. Especially when we have some special information. We're so tight-knit. A lot of our visions intertwine.
Trading information based on visions for favors. That's one way to drop your score as fast as possible.
We don't have to worry about that kind of stuff out there. The things you all fear are just second nature to us. But I'm gonna guess this has to do with Isaac's vision.
We all look at Isaac.
Yes, but I'm not going to get into it any more than that. Dante promised, but I still need to win the rest of you over.
Well, I'd still appreciate you checking in at Argus HQ. Just because I promised doesn't mean I can't be scared.
Fair.
A few pieces start to connect to my mind, so I vocalize them. At the nightclub, Dante revealed that Isaac's vision was positive. Not only that, but it's tied to a promise that Dante made. The promise to play along and push through this whole ordeal. That must mean Isaac's vision is related to all of us. The end result must be positive, for all of us.
I'm not gonna comment on that. The vault is totally sealed.
Yeah, but all that lock takes is a few shots of vodka. Either way, you should have opened up with that, Isaac. If you know it ends well, why make us worry?
It's just 2 shots of vodka. Gluck, 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 gluck,
Because
gluck.
it might not actually end well.
Huh?
I notice Clace hasn't said much at all. Seems pretty passive and shy. He had his diary with him, though. He slowly flips through the pages, like he is only half there.
Why wouldn't it end well?
You all seem so confident that you've beaten the system, but in my vision, I'm a lot older. And still stuck in a colony.
What?
So I figure it's only a matter of time until I get caught. And that means you'll probably all go down too.
Don't you think you could have told us this sooner?
Well, it's not like it came up until now. I've only been around you like 3 times.
And there goes the promise.
Wait, hold on. There's no reason to give up. Both visions can play along with each other.
But I haven't even told you mine.
Well, let's say this all works out. Equality for zeros, and none of us get in trouble. Wouldn't we all be free to leave and enter the city? Maybe you're just visiting friends who stayed behind.
That's a pretty big maybe.
But it's better than the alternative. So let's not write anything off just yet. We should trust Isaac and let him investigate.
But we might not know for years.
No, that's impossible. Look at the protests. I think things will be decided real soon, especially with the ultimatum from Hermes.
Right, starve or save. Kinda sick of feeling like my friends are pawns. It's not like any of us asked to be part of this game.
It's going pretty good, though, all things considered. And Cypher's phones weren't as secure as the one I made. If everyone got Cypher's version, they'd already be caught. But if Argus steps in to offer them, then it's a win-win. We just have to hope that it happens soon.
True. Maybe it's for the best that Cypher's plan was put to a stop. Gives them time to regroup and figure out what they did wrong. Either way, I think this will all be decided within a week or 2.
Yeah, the anime convention isn't too far away.
Why choose an anime convention anyway?
Well, I doubt they chose it because of that. The schedule's probably just aligned.
I'm not sure that Hermes... Is he supposed to say that, or am I supposed to say that? I'm not even sure that Hermes... Well, that Hermes said it would be during the convention. Just gonna print screen that too. It's a pretty vague timeline they offered. Just something about the new year.
A lot of people will be downtown, though. Blending into the crowd might be a part of their plan.
Just going to put that there too. No audio. Boop.
I guess we just have to wait and see. But I definitely think we're gonna come out on top. Whether from Argus or from Cypher, those zeros are gonna get phones.
Or die, I guess. You never know. Yeah, I guess waiting is all we can do. Zeros protesting in the town square, actively starving. The mysterious corporation not stepping in to help out. Rebel organization threatening to help out for them. So wait, did the rebel organization tell those people to go into the city, or did those people go into the city of their own volition and Cypher's like, oh, this is an opportunity, but we should also try and help them? Argus doesn't have to negotiate with the Zeros. It goes against their ethos. If Cypher takes their time with this ultimatum, then Zeros will just start dying in our streets. I certainly picked the best time to start my new life.
Experience Pivotal Fragment. Rebels and Revels, Part 1.
So, like, are we supposed to do this in that kind of order, or in any sort of order? The actions of one person can ripple and cascade. Yeah, kind of like when Archduke Ferdinand was murdered by the Black Hand. Oh, so this is where that's from? I sit in my chair, the gummy slowly kicking in. There's a character sheet in front of me, the map on the table. It looks like some sort of fancy village, settled in a forest. Everything is a bit foggy right now, but I'm super content and relaxed. Taylor, behind some sort of cardboard bear, starts to speak. I guess it's his time to shine. His first game as a GM.
Well, look where we are. The sheltered forest village of Valinorth. The war has ended, and the monarch returns home.
Wait, is this the voices of them before also? Memories. I haven't even finished Winds of Change. Well, I finished it, but I haven't finished posting it. But, boy, these are memories. Sorry, this is kind of a side play thing, so I can, be all dilly-dally, but when was the last time I posted one? Winds of Change. So right now, it's August the 10th, and Winds of Change, the latest video I haven't posted was recorded a year ago, on the 7th, July the 26th of last year. Kind of want to listen to that game again. There's so many times where I got just drunk and listened to the music, because that's one of the things I tend to do. Besides this, trip where I just kind of go to sleep. Everyone looks at me, and I nod. I didn't know I'd be the main character of this game, to be honest. But it kind of feels nice, so I accept the role without any hesitation.
You're here to visit your friend, the Elder of Valinorth. Disguised as monarch business, you really just want to see a friend. The crown weighs heavy upon you, and your bonds ease this burden.
So, is this just like, hey, these universes are unrelated, or is he being able to see
Elder,
the future or the past? Everyone looks at Clace. He seems a little shocked.
Me?
Okay, so this was made for the game. Elder? He's only 21.
Yes, you. The monarch appointed you as Elder because of your values. You wish to see Valinorth open up and unite with other nations.
Unity? That sounds good to me. Honestly, the world could use more of that.
Spoken like a true Elder, but also a little off topic. The monarch's bodyguard steps forward, aiming to get back on track.
The one that's giving me his sausage? Taylor taps on the tablet, getting Chiron's attention. I didn't know Taylor made backstories for our characters. Signing up as just a sword user, I figured my history would be a clean slate. But a monarch? With a bodyguard? I could get used to this.
Let's get this back on track, shall we? The war may be over, but that doesn't mean it's playtime.
I'm trying to think. So he's definitely Ulrich, and now that I think of it, isn't that, the rabbit guy's uniform?
As if to urge on small talk, another friend steps forward. Once a swindler, it seemed like he still craved gossip.
Oh, a good character. I mean, there are a lot of good characters. God, I should play that game again. Even looks at Isaac, who simply shrugs.
A swindler? Come on, that's kind of mean. I thought you saw me as more than that.
In character, please.
Isaac quickly realizes there's no way to address this in character. With a simple shrug, he continues on from Taylor's earlier prompt.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with some small talk, Chiron. A lot of people spill their greatest secrets in casual conversation.
What secrets could he possibly be keeping from us? Insubordination isn't exactly his style.
Yeah, I'm more interested in whatever the opposite of that is.
I completely lost your train of thought. What were we talking
You
about?
mean obedience. I like that in a guy.
He's trying to flirt, even as a GM.
Did anybody hear something?
Other than us? Can't say I have.
Maybe it was a whisper from the spirits.
A spiritual and sheltered forest village? Isn't that a little derivative?
I need to look up that word again.
You're one to talk.
What does that mean?
Never mind. Either way, the spirits don't work like that in this world. In fact, the end of the war marked the end of the spirit realm. Alestia was free to forge its own path, with no external influence.
Okay, now I'm getting a little teary-eyed because I'm thinking of the ending again.
No external influence? Funny for a GM to say.
In character, please.
Oh, how I hate those gods that look down upon us, cursing my existence to that of a lowly swindler.
For the record, I think being a swindler is pretty awesome.
Totally agree. I'm just some dumb mercenary. I fight henchmen, while you topple nations.
Oh, so you do think I'm awesome.
Just smooch already.
Yeah, and you totally look the part.
He sounds it too.
Pretty good reference, Taylor. I wonder if anyone will get it.
Same voice actor?
It's not like there's anyone watching us.
Okay, that's definitely breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, of course. So, why are we here again anyway? Didn't we have some monarch business to attend to?
Everyone exchanges glances, then stares right at Taylor.
Oh, of course, the official business. What was that again?
Voice mooching?
Are you serious?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I said, what was that again?
Taylor nudges his hand toward Dante, as if this were a cue. Dante holds up a piece of paper, a mock scroll.
And at that exact moment, the monarch's advisor bursts into the room, holding a scroll and struggling to catch his breath. It seems urgent.
I am not acting like I'm out of breath.
It's the best boy!
Immersion killer. Just go ahead and read the scroll. We need to get this show on the road.
Right. Sorry to disturb your small talk, Monarch, but I have a matter that might need your attention.
Might?
No, it definitely needs your attention, and I was talking to the Monarch, not you.
When you're in my village, you talk to me. Let's not start disrespecting my authority here.
Struck my authority. What about Valessa? I liked her. Everyone looks at each other, shocked with that Clace put his foot down. I guess he was getting into the role. That made things even better.
Oh, of course. Sorry, Elder.
Thank you, Dante. But now you have to prove that apology. A sorry means nothing if you keep slipping up.
He's right, you know. Should I get that in writing and make you sign it? Binding people to their word is kind of my thing. That's why I live my life by one rule. Never count on somebody who's unreliable. It's impossible to strike on the promise of a maybe.
All right, I get it. Well, if you don't find me reliable, then have this. It's a letter from the Thorns, back in Mazio.
Who the fuck are the Thorns? Mazeo.
It's actually pronounced Mazeo.
Really? That's not what I've heard.
Well, I guess everyone says it differently. Anyway, feel free to let them know what's happening.
Of course. Sorry about that, everybody. The voice from above seems to keep cutting me off.
Been happening more and more lately. But go ahead and lay it on us, Dante. Can't possibly be worse than the war.
Maybe not, but it could easily start another. The war definitely left a big power vacuum. We have to face that fact. Unfortunately, a power vacuum in Mazeo is a lot worse than anywhere else.
Now, wasn't Mazeo ruled over, if I'm thinking correctly, ruled over by the guy with the sheep on his shoulder, and kind of helped by the pirates that weren't actually pirates, but smugglers?
You said the Thorns, right?
And who are they?
Yeah, I figured you'd be familiar with them. They're using the confusion and chaos to make a move. It's pretty clear. They want to undermine our newfound leadership.
And let me guess, their main weapon is blackmail.
Is this kind of like what actually happens afterwards?
Of course. After you stopped swindling, they took charge. Or maybe they even started during the war, when you were busy. But the townspeople are in their hands. Not willingly, of course.
We should take care of this as soon as possible. A hostile Mazeo isn't exactly my idea of a good neighbor.
But how can we fight back?
Contrary to popular belief, paper does beat paper. We dig up dirt on them and ruin their credibility. Then the blackmail they have means nothing.
I don't think that's a good idea. We have to prove our leadership to those still on the fence. Subterfuge and shady stuff will only make us seem dubious.
Yeah, but let's at least try to look for some blackmail.
I agree. Our goal was to lead the world into a better age. We can't resort to the same tactics our enemies did, or even the ones we used in order to win the war.
I mean, a bit of subterfuge is fine.
Remember? We all promised. That kind of stuff would stop after we won. We're leading now, so we have to do it right.
You guys know nothing.
Fine. Old habits die hard, I guess. It'll just be hard to win a battle where our enemy fights dirty. Remember, we were a little dirty during the war. That's how we won.
So we're actually going to fight a war. Instead of using subterfuge, we're going to fight and kill people?
But this is just some gang of information brokers. They'll live up to their name, nothing more than thorns in our sides. They can't hold a candle to the triumvirate, right? The worst is over.
And if it isn't, then you'll always have my sword arm. In fact, I expect an ambush or two on our way back home. We should head to Museo while it's still bright outside.
So, does this... I'm not saying this is canonical, but if it were, does that mean that the hero didn't sacrifice themselves at the end of the game?
I agree. I made good time on the run over, too. If we leave now, we'll make it before it gets too dark. And that's just when the thorns are most likely to strike.
And with that, our merry gang is reunited once more. Fresh off the heels of one war, it seems they aimed to prevent another. They head out hoping to win this battle the right way and prove their mettle. Because even though the previous tyrannical leaders were dethroned, the people of Alestia hadn't fully embraced their new leaders. If things went awry, the new monarchy could very well be usurped.
I mean, I guess fair enough that, just because you win the war doesn't mean everything...
After a long and arduous journey, the group returns to Museo. A meeting is immediately called, with everyone making their way to the war room. Feeling no need to change things up, the new monarchy still used the old rebel HQ.
So, do we want to go over all of this again?
Yeah. It looks like the Thorns want to run things around here. Apparently they've dug up dirt on all of us. A lot. If they spread it, the people could fear us.
Giving them a legitimate claim to leadership.
There's no way the people would side with the Thorns. Leaking secrets speaks more about them than us. It's a pitiful, destructive way to seize power.
Don't forget what my job used to be, Clace.
Oh, right, sorry. But you did that stuff out of necessity. It seems like they're just doing it for fun.
It seems like the tables have turned, actually. We dug up dirt on the Triumvirate, and used it to take them down. Did we dig up dirt? We got an army and went at them, brah. I suppose it's not a question that somebody would do the same to us. But on the other hand, what we did actually saved countless worlds. Did we do that? Because I'm still alive. The Thorns just want to take advantage of something that could profit them. We acted in the name of greater good, and it seems like they act for their coin purse.
Well, I think this one rests with Isaac. How could we fight back against this? It is your area of expertise, after all.
Well, we have to put the people first. Anything aggressive or manipulative is a no-go. The way we react now will decide how they see us.
Is aggression really a bad option? The Thorns could have dirt on every citizen in Alestia. If we take them out and seize their base, it'd keep everyone safe.
I think it's just killing that we need to avoid. We can attack them and take them in, but no vigilante stuff. Pure justice.
It would work. That is, if they truly are a threat. We can't just take them down to save our own hide. Isaac, you know more about this than anyone else. Is the information they have dangerous? Forget about whatever dirt they have on us. I'm talking about how they could harm our people.
Yeah, information brokering is a shady business. They probably have secrets that could topple nations, and a lot more that could tear apart the lives of innocents. But they would argue that revealing the truth is justice. I even told myself that when we fought against the Triumvirate. A means to an end. Everything is always a means to an end.
What truth were we doing? I mean, as far as I know, it was you blackmailing a couple of people to get money for the good guys.
Hey, I have an idea.
Yeah?
There wasn't really much subterfuge in the game except for when somebody pretended to kill somebody
Remember
else.
how you dig in mailboxes at the taverns? You know, to find out secrets you could sell.
That's truly awful.
I'm not proud of it, but yeah.
Well, that's not all you did, right? I imagine you bought information from people too. What if we posed as civilians looking to sell some info?
And catch them in the act?
Entrapment? Isn't that immoral?
Seriously?
Not necessarily entrapment, but a way to get into their base for recon. That way we could see what they're up to in every regard.
And crack down if we see anything worrying.
Well, this certainly seems morally gray, but I don't see anything that would reflect poorly on us. We'll only take them in if we see the potential of harming our people.
And if we don't?
Well, I know that we did a lot to take down the Triumvirate. We swindled nations and murdered our enemies to start the list. If the Thorns bring that to light, we'll have to accept the repercussions.
Okay, so he did swindle. Well, actually, I guess the one person might have not died either way. But, yeah, I'm the monarch, so I just say we go in there and kill them all. Just saying.
Is there really no other way?
Joking.
Well, it really isn't right to try and cover up our actions. Especially if it means hiding the truth of things from our people. That's exactly what the Triumvirate did to us when it came to the spirits. They hid a truth that they knew would jeopardize their leadership. If we approach this from the same angle, then we're no better. We have to act in Alestia's best interest, not our own.
True.
What happens if it's both?
It's what we've always done.
So, that's the plan then? Infiltrate their base and gather data?
Yeah. And we only take action if we believe our people are in danger. With what Isaac said, though, I'm almost certain that they are. We just need to prove it before cracking down on them.
Is this acceptable, Monarch?
For a moment, I forgot I was taking part in this game. But in retrospect, it really makes me feel like I was a leader. Everyone talking about what to do before presenting me with their best option. But it really was the best option. We can't just attack and kill those who threaten our rule. But if the actions of the Thorns threaten people, that's different. I authorized the operation. We'd infiltrate their base and discern the full extent of their actions. I know Isaac says they're obviously a threat, but we need some evidence. We need to do this the right way in order to win favor with the people. Okay, so who would infiltrate it? I mean, I guess one person could disguise themselves, but it's like, I would have to assume we're famous. It's not an easy transition. Waking up to new rulers of the world, after all. But we'd show them, as we continued, that their lives, were in our capable hands. Achievement unlocked. Okay. I thoroughly enjoyed that part. Because I miss that game. Even though I haven't really played it since I finished it. God, it seems like such a long time ago. Granted, it was a year ago. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. Woof. Did we do this?
You must experience.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to answer this text on my phone, submit those things to... Is there a place to submit it in... What is it? 8, 10 o'clock? Visual novels? Oh. Am I supposed to be posting my stuff there? Nope, don't look at it. I was like, spoilers in the visual novels. Like, no, don't look there. You don't want to spoil stuff. Oh, reporting. Report? Oh, unwelcome activity. But yeah, end of this Let's Play. So comment, guys, like, comment, you like, dislike, tips, as always. If you like me, Van, like see grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the rest of growing. Please remember spinning your new animals have control of the pet population. Did I? Damn it, I didn't do the thing where I say what happened last time. Oh well. Anyways, until next time, me, GamerWolfSix of Komorebi. So thanks and see ya.